Hello again, Izzy at Digital Goja Showrooms. You're receiving a message on your screen that says this flash is incompatible or the flash's power is turned off, and you're working with TTL flashes on your DSLR from Canon. Let's take a closer look and see why this is occurring. If this video helps you out, remember to hit me up with a like button underneath and subscribe to our channel for future unboxing sessions and tutorials such as this, and also to share with fellow photographers. And don't forget, when in Miami, visit Digital Goja Showrooms. Well, here we have a very popular EOS Rebel. This is the EOS Rebel T6S, but this menu is pretty much the same thing throughout the entire Canon EOS line. So let's turn on the camera, and we're going to go into our menu settings, and you want to go into the first folder, as you see there, where it says flash control. Now, what I believe is going on is, notice that your first setting is for flash firing. If that is set to disable, you're going to have problems. It grayed out most of the settings that you have for your flash control. So when you set it to enable, those come to life. So let's say, for example, you have it disabled, and we go ahead and try to work with something like the Altura APC 958X flash for Canon. All right, this guy has a TTL setting, which is one of the more popular settings in today's flash photography. And always do this with both units turned off. You don't want to do any short circuit. And notice how I pushed this straight on. Turn on the camera. Let's go into the menu, turn on your flash, and since we had flash control disabled, now the flash is not going to fire off. I'm taking pictures and no flash is being used. Plus, if I try to change my external flash settings when it's disabled, so you're going to have to turn it on and enable it. And now, still nothing. So we go back over here and enable it. Now it's enabled, and now your flash fires off. But if you have this disabled and we take the flash off and you activate your menu again and you try to go to external flash setting, there is your incompatible flash, or flash power is turned off. And even if we have the flash on here, it's still not going to fire the flash. So this always has to be enabled to be able to do any kind of control on your flash. And notice how when you activate your external flash function settings, you can go ahead and set it to TTL, wireless. Well, this one actually happens to have first curtain, second curtain, and high speed sync, and it synchronizes it all right on the unit there. Now, of course, it'll be a little bit different when it comes to the smaller ETTL flash, but the settings are still the same. It's just that you won't have the high speed sync or the rear curtain sync. But using this flash on here is going to be the same settings that we have here on the menu. You want to make sure that you have your flash to enable. If you have it to disabled, it's going to give you all sorts of warnings, and you are not going to be able to fire off the flash, because it's basically telling the camera, I don't want you to use a flash even if you have a flash attached to the external hot shoe. So you always want to make sure that you have this enabled so that you don't get any of those error codes, and that you have the capability of firing your flash every time. Happy shooting.